What's up, guys? Good morning. It's a wonderful 40-ish degree March morning. So I got a new machine. This is a $1,000 2010 Brute Force 650 with the straight axle. So the story behind this is pretty interesting, actually. So a celebrity owned this machine in the area where I live, and he was a landlord as well. And I guess one of his tenants stole it from him, and while running from the cops, crashed it. So it's got a pretty interesting backstory. The celebrity played on Miami Vice, I guess. So you can kind of tell what happened. It took me a minute to try to reconstruct exactly, but to me it looks like he came into the corner hot. So he was coming in, turned this way, and couldn't quite make it, causing him to hit the guardrail here, which would have yanked the bumper, as you can see. Obviously destroyed all the plastics, and broke off the rear wheel from the rear axle. Honestly, that is literally, at least, well, I shouldn't say literally, but from what I can tell so far, that is the only damage in the whole machine. Also, the battery got ripped out of it. I mean, that's not a big deal. I actually already hooked up power to it. It works. So, actually, pretty impressive. So, it has 488 miles. Obviously, it's going to need new tires. I've actually got all the plastics already all lined up from Guy. So that's good. So I'm paying around $500 to $600 for all the plastics. So you figure I'll have $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 into it. Get some tires. I'll be probably $2,000 into it when I'm all said and done. And that's a pretty good deal for one of these. You can't even find them with, ones with 3,000 miles still sell for $3,000. So one with 500 miles all fixed up. I mean, this is an easily $4,000 machine. Or I might just keep it. We'll have to see. But I got a little bit of rearranging to do in this garage. Because there are a couple other toys in here right now that I need to get taken care of. I got the old kerosene heater all fired up. Although I'm probably not going to need it today. It's quite warm out, actually. So you can see, we got another Apex. That's my father's. I just went through that. He just picked that up, $3,000. That's an '07 GT Attack, pretty much mint. So I just, went through that, made sure it was all good to go. We got a little bit to do on the Sportsman before the season starts. March 30th, we got a big ride coming up. So I got to do the basic maintenance on that, oil changes, etc. And then, over on the Camaro side of things, I had to change that oil pressure sending unit. So that required the intake manifold to come off. So that's in the way. That's in the middle of everything. I got to reroute some of the nitrous on her, and so that's in the middle of getting done. You can see the intake manifold new gaskets here. I just figured I'd freshen up all the gaskets. So it's going to get valve cover gaskets. I'm going to do an oil catch can on it. So yeah. So that's what we got going on. Without further ado, let me pull the quad out. I'm going to push the quad forward. The Apex is going to go out. Brute Force is going to come right here, and then we're going to basically just slide everything back so we got room to work on the good old Brute Force. So I will be back. And just like that, we have changed the garage. Need to get more lights in here. It's not that bright. Anyway, so there's the Brute Force in the garage. I mean, the best thing we can do now is just start tearing into her. I'm going to get all the plastics off, try to get this old bumper off. Yeah, man, so that's where we're at right now. A couple things I'm noticing just from having it for a minute. There's no rear brake pressure, or almost none. I'm not sure about that. Something's up with the throttle here. I don't know exactly what. Cable might be jacked up. We'll have to see what's up with that. I mean, really, that's... for the most part, that's kind of it, to be honest with you guys. I mean, other than the obvious things, but we'll see. We'll start tearing into her, and we'll come back with an update in a little bit. All right, I will be back in a minute. All right, so I got it all tore down, as you can pretty clearly see. Those are the parts that we can keep. basically. But the parts guy that I'm getting stuff from has camouflage parts. So what I'm going to do is trade him that good stuff for the camouflage stuff, and then buy that to basically the front and rear fenders. I mean, everything else is almost salvageable. Got a little bit of damage right here on this footwell, but that I will clean up and paint. You won't even notice it. There's really not too much else that's damaged. Structurally, basically nothing. This right here, this was bent a little bit. I don't know exactly what angle that needs to be at, just this tab, but once I get the new rack, I'll be able to figure that one out. It's not bent in the front end. There's something weird with this wheel, a little bit towed out, but I think I can fix that with just adjusting the tie rods. The throttle cable's shot. I don't know how that even happened. That might have happened before the accident, and it just kind of was one of those things that was never repaired. So the carbs are off. Like I said, it's all tore down. We're going to have to get a new axle for it, as you can see. And a hub, probably. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much what we got on this thing. So it's really not that bad. Like I said, probably $500 worth of stuff. And that'll be it. Of course, now we've got, as things always happen, we've got a stupid problem. This screw, I don't know if you can even see that. That screw right there, yeah, it's stripped out. So I don't know how I'm going to get that out. Probably going to end up, I don't know, I guess I'll figure it out in a minute. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're going right now. A couple things about this quad that I like/don't like. The way the carburetor is mounted into the airbox is horrendous. This right here, this little breather, that, literally when you set the airbox on top of the carbs, you're supposed to try to line up that with the airbox. And you've got, as you can see, basically no room to do that. You know, that whole thing is about an inch. So, I mean, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Actually, when I took it off, I noticed it wasn't even attached, so I bet you that somebody's been in this before at some point, probably, and cleaned it all up. The only other thing we had to do, pull the clutch cover off. Actually, the belt looks pretty decent, so we're going to see how that looks. Yeah, I mean, other than that, drain the gas, because the gas is really old. Really, really old. That's about it. She should be a runner. So, yeah, I'll give you an update once I go get the parts, and other than that, stand by for more.